Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel and back to another urban calisthenics workout of my full body calisthenics routine. In today's session, I've got for you 5 exercises for which you'll be doing 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest for a total of 3 rounds. That's 18 minutes in total. Now, one of the exercises, the shrimp squats, you'll be doing for a total of 45 seconds per leg. So that's what bumps it up to 6 minutes per round. And if you find that the ring L dips is too challenging, as this is a difficult exercise to do, what you can do is do your L dips on a set of parallel bars, or you can even use the box or chair that you're using for the box squat pikes. As always, get a good warm up before starting this routine. I'll leave a link in the description below for a warm up I feel is suitable for this workout. Please practice those instructionals before getting stuck in. That's enough from me. Let's see what's in store. So for our ring L dip, you're going to start by setting up the rings to the outside of the body, making sure the wrists are as straight as possible, the elbows are locked, and most importantly, keeping the shoulders packed down. Once in this position and keeping the hips either level to or slightly behind the rings, you're going to move into your L position. When in your L, just make sure your legs are as straight as possible. From here, you're going to start by moving the head forwards, bending the arms, keeping the forearms in an upright position, and making your way down to the floor until your backside reaches the floor. From here, you're going to be pushing out strong, bring yourself back into that tall, upright position, making sure the rings stay very close to the body. So again, head comes forwards, legs are straight, move the backside to the floor, don't bend the knees, push out strong, and make sure the rings stay parallel in that top position. So if this is too challenging, you have 2 alternatives to look at. The first one, you can take the rings up a bit higher, maintain the L, and that way we're adding a bit more weight to the legs, taking some of the weight out of the upper body. And a really good alternative would be to bend the legs instead of going into the L sit, but keeping the rings at the same height. So the setup on the rings is going to be exactly the same. The wrists will be straight, the arms are locked, shoulders are packed down, still keeping the rings very close to the body, but this time moving into a bent leg position. So the idea would be the same, getting the head forwards and trying to take the backside as near to the floor as you possibly can. Once you reach that point, pushing out strong, making sure that the shoulders stay down when you reach that top position. So for the ring strap rollout, you're going to start by moving yourself into a support position on the rings to a point where you know you can hold a solid hollow body position. If this is not the case and you feel a little bit unstable on the rings, I suggest you bring the rings up higher to a point where you feel stable enough to perform the rollout. So the support position looks like this. We bring the straps to the outside of the shoulders. The rings remain parallel in the support position. The wrists will be as straight as possible. The arms will be straight completely. And the shoulders will be stable, the ribs will be down, and the pelvis will be tucked under. From this position, we create a circular action with the rings or with the arms to bring them out in front of the body without losing that hollow body position. So there's no movement through the lower back, there's no dropping of the shoulders, there's a lot of compression going on through the rings as I'm taking them out from the body and into that overhead position, touching the rings in the top position where possible. So swing the arms out, pressing down through the rings, still keeping the wrists as straight as possible, but just making sure we're not losing any shape through that midsection. Okay, so for our box squat pike to shoulder flex, you're going to start by getting yourself a box or even a sturdy chair. From here, you're going to start by placing your feet on the box to the point where when your hands are on the floor, your legs are going to be as straight as possible. Now the legs are straight, I'm going to bring the hands towards the hips as best I possibly can, but without bending the legs. This is very important, keeping the legs as straight as possible. From here, we're going to start by moving into your deepest squat, taking your backside towards the heels, but still pressing firmly through the floor. Once you've reached that point, you're then going to move back into your pike position. straightening the legs, and then we're going to move into our shoulder flex, where we simply push the chest towards the box without bending the arms, but also pushing tall at the same time. After you've moved through your shoulder flex, you move back into your pike, and then return back into your squat position. So it's one pike, one shoulder flex, and then back into your squat once again. So for the lift off to breaststroke combination, you're going to start by lying on your belly, feet in contact with the floor. You're going to stretch your arms to an overhead position, keeping them as close to your head as you possibly can. In this case, I'm going to have the palms facing one another, so thumbs pointing up, and driving the bottom of the ribs into the floor. You're going to take your arms up as high as you possibly can. Once you reach that top position, you come all the way back down to the floor, and then you lift off again in preparation for the breaststroke. So we're lifting up again. This time we're going to turn the thumbs down. You're going to reach the arms all the way down towards the hips, stroking the body, and then you're going to reach your arms back up into that top position before lowering back down to the floor. So we do the lift off first, pushing the ribs down, going as high as you can with your arms. Second one, turn the thumbs in, reach all the way into the hips, stroke the body, go back into the top position, and then return into the floor. So for the shrimp squat, you're going to start by balancing on one leg, and we're going to flex the knee of the non-supporting leg. From here, the intention is to bring this knee to the floor without allowing the foot on the back leg to come into contact with the floor. So what's going to happen first is you're going to hinge through your hip, leaning forwards ever so slightly, keeping the weight through the heel and making your way all the way down to the floor until the knee comes into contact with it. As you'll see, the back foot does not meet the floor. From here, we've simply got to drive through that lead leg to get back to our top position. So I'm going to drive through the heel, pushing the hips forwards, and then squeezing the backside and squeezing the quads in that top position. So again, I'm going to hinge through the hip, leaning forward slightly, keep the weight through the heel, and you can see I'm using my arms as a counterbalance, gently placing the knee without the foot. Driving the hips through, squeezing your backside and your leg when you reach that top position. If this is too challenging, what you can do is take a prop such as a yoga block, and you can place it to the point where you're going to land the knee. All it means is that we don't travel as far when we move into the squat. Thanks so much for taking part in this urban calisthenics workout. I hope you had a great time challenging yourself and breaking a sweat. If you did find this workout useful and beneficial, please give me a like and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Keep up the great work, stay motivated, and I'll see you on the next workout.